A U-turn in the face of public anger as Poland's parliament votes down a near-total ban on abortion. With right-wingers and liberals joining forces, the lower chamber rejected the bill by 352 to 58. The proposal came from a campaign group that gathered 450,000 signatures. It was backed by the Catholic Church and the ruling Law and Justice Party.
I assure the Chamber that Law and Justice does support and will continue to support the protection of life, and we will take appropriate steps in this direction.
But this was a free vote. The government withdrew their support, saying this week's huge street protests had given them food for thought. Anti-abortion activists have condemned them as hypocrites.
Naturally, we will not stop our actions, despite all this turmoil and hatred in the media.
On Monday, many tens of thousands of women across Poland demonstrated against the bill, and there were solidarity protests by Poles living abroad. This was the scene in the Polish capital Warsaw, where many women wore black and stayed away from work to register their outrage.
It's hard to reconcile this treatment of women. We have entered the 21st century, but mentally we are in the Middle Ages. This is absolutely unacceptable.
Poland, where many people are devout Catholics, already has some of Europe's toughest restrictions on abortion. It's only legal in cases of rape or incest, or if there's a serious threat to the mother's health, or severe and irreversible damage to the fetus. The proposed law would have banned all abortions unless the mother's life was directly at risk, with possible 5-year prison terms for having or performing an illegal abortion. Thursday's vote marks the first major domestic setback for Poland's ruling Conservatives, while the protests suggest more Poles are willing these days to challenge the moral leadership of the Church. Nadim, Al Jazeera.